welcome to our summer series. We're going to use a foam roller today. It's a good thing to have if you don't have one. So if you don't have one, you can still watch the video by all means, but they're pretty useful. So we're going to roll out some muscles, we're going to lay on top of it, we're going to do a little stretching, we're going to work some abdominals. So have a seat, have the roller underneath your calves. You can be upright, you can lift yourself off if you want. It's going to work the arms as well. You can come down to forearms and elbows, and you need to just kind of press your legs into the roller in this case. Being upright, being up, you'll have more of your weight will go on it, so you'll feel it more naturally, I guess, this way. But if it's too much, you can always come down. So we're going to go forward and back. You can try one leg at a time. Have that leg out of the way. I like to do both legs. And we're also, in addition to going forward and back, going to go side to side. If you are like me and have like 1,000 mosquito bites on your legs, this might be a little irritating. So we want to, spend some time here and let the muscles relax so that we can roll them out. If you find that they are so gripped and tense that they're just not moving, you really just want to start just really, really gentle, or even forego the roller for a moment and just get in with your hands. But this is about the roller, so we're going to use it. So going side to side, front to back, kind of off towards the edge of the muscle, on the other edge. Take as long as you need and don't rush through. Once you feel like you've done that sufficiently, bring the roller underneath your hamstrings. And then for this one, it is better if you're able to lift your butt off a little bit and go forward and back. If it's a lot on the arms, take breaks. And we'll go in the center. There are 3 separate hamstrings, I believe. I hope I'm not giving you wrong information. You've got one in the center, and then you've got 2 on the sides, one towards the middle, one towards the outside, the lateral. So we want to get all of them, and we want to get in between also. So as we're going forward and back, again, we'll take that little shift, and then we'll shift to the other. Be sufficient. Sufficient might not be the word that I want, but be thorough. Make sure you're breathing. Engaging the core will help to have that body lifted. It'll take some of the work out of the arms if you're able to have that core engagement. So we are also, we are going to have the roller under the hips, but not yet. So once you feel good about those hamstrings, you're going to sit down, you're going to bring the roller in front of you, you're going to come to your hands and your knees. And then now, before we bring the roller under our thighs, stay on the hands and the knees, and just round and arch. Down to your forearms and your elbows. The roller is going to end up under your thighs. I'm going to switch back a little bit. And it's going to take some finagling to be under the thighs. You never want to go over your knees. You just want to go up to them have this other foot down, and we're going to roll along the IT band and along the edges. And if you want, you can get over the hip and try to get that hip flexor. Over, you can go over the hip, you can go towards the back of the hip, towards the glute. You can go towards the front hip flexor. Go all the way down to the knee, but not over it. And if one area is feeling good, feel free to stay there and indulge a little longer. I just moved my right foot to the other side so I can get more along my glute. And then I'm going to bring my right foot back in front to get back onto my IT band. Off it, and you're going to turn to the other side. I'm going to just switch my roller around so I can still face you. Come down to my forearm and elbow. I'm going to keep the roller steady, but I'm not going to rely on it. And I'm going to rely on this arm only. There's no weight here. I'm going to put that roller under my right side. My left foot is in front. You by all means can have both hands down to get onto it if you need to. And then I'm just going to go forward and back. Go along that hip flexor. And if you find areas that are super tight, hang out there. It's going to hurt, but hang out there and exhale. It will help. Towards the back, so I get more into the glutes. And then back forward. You might find that your body kind of moves as you're rolling. You might need to adjust the roller at times. That's fine. Always take a break if we need to. And once you feel good with that, come on off. Take a child's pose. Move that roller in front to get a little deeper stretch around the shoulders. And then we're going to turn around. You bring the roller in front of you. Bring your legs over the roller again. We're going to lie all the way down. Make sure your roller is centered. Before we do that, actually, move your roller out of the way. Let your knees fall one way. Turn your head the other way. Twist. When you're ready, switch sides. the back of your pelvis on the bone, where the bone is, and it should feel good. It should feel like you can let your body just kind of release over it. So adjust if it doesn't feel okay. And then bring your knees in towards you. Feel a deeper stretch in the back. And you take the legs up. You can straighten them as much as you can. And hold the roller if you need to. Bend the knees again. And then now, we're going to take one leg over straight. You can keep the foot lifted. You can bring the foot down if you want. It might be too much of a stretch. If you have something you can put under your foot, feel free to grab that and do that. While we're here, feel an opening in the right hip if your right leg is the one that's straight. And then you can let that leg open and close to feel a different stretch. And you can also let this knee, the knee that's bent, which is my left leg, you can let that leg open and close. So my core is still active too, so that my low back doesn't try to do the work. I have my core engaged, so please make sure that core is engaged. Don't let the back tense. And then we'll switch legs. You never want any pressure on your neck. Right knee in, left leg long. It really is just what feels good for your hips today in your body. So if one of these doesn't feel good for you, don't do it. Hang out in a position that feels good. When you're ready, bring both knees in. And then we're going to keep the core engaged. We're going to bring one foot and then the other down. We're going to press down in the feet to lift so that we can take that roller out. And then you can just leave it there for right now. Put your hands behind your head. Curl up. And up. And up. And up. 2 more. Hug the knees in, let the roller go where it wants to go. Keep the right knee in, take the left leg long, and switch, and switch, and switch. We'll do 3, 2, 1. Both knees in and down. Curl back up. Inhale everything out and everything in. Reach long and in 3. Good. This one you might need the roller to go away. Bring the right knee in, stretch the right leg, curl up, hold on to that leg. Switch legs, hold on to the left. Switch. And switch. Switch. And switch. A little faster. 3 more. And switch. And 2. And 1. Together. Press that. Hands behind the head. Legs straight towards the ceiling. Curl up. Stay lifted. Lower the legs. And then lift. 3. Last one. And twist if you need it. Legs to tabletop, hands behind the head. Twist right, straighten the left. And switch. Switch. And switch. fall to the right. Hold on to the back of the legs, rock yourself forward and back. Along the side. One last time, come up. Grab that roller again. We're going to set it up long ways. You're going to have your tailbone at one end and your head at the other end. And I would say, just hold on to it. Have a seat on it. Bring your butt down. Let your arms help you. And it should be along the spine. If you have any scoliosis, any curvature of your spine, more so than the natural curves, I can't say that right. If your spine is not quite up and down, if it's more of like an S or a C, this might not feel good. So we'll leave this part out. But if this feels okay, just let your body relax over the roller. Noticing what parts of your spine are touching down on the roller and noticing where there's space between your spine and the roller. Just allowing that to happen. Those are your natural curves of your spine. And while we're here, we'll do just a couple of things to help elongate the spine. We are working balance, so we're working our core because we are up on this rounded thing. We're gonna, the tendency is to want to go side to side, but we're gonna keep all that engagement. Float your arms to the ceiling, but we will take advantage of being elevated. We're gonna open the arms wide. Keep the arms at this height and bring your arms down towards your body and then back to almost a T or not quite a T if that's too much. Down towards your body and then opening wide. Keep your palms to the ceiling. Two more. Arms go towards the back, but don't let the rib cage lift or open. And then arms back up to the ceiling. Reaching your arms back. And up. Again. Two more. Bring the arms all the way down to the mat. Making sure that your feet are in line with your hips and your knees. And lift your hips, your butt off, and then lower down. Tucking the pelvis a little bit, lifting, and down. So sort of a bridge with this roller underneath. See if you can feel more of your spine touching down and lifting off. So how long can you make your spine? Can you feel each bone one by one lifting off and then placing back down sequentially? One more. And working balance a little bit more, but getting into abdominals even more. Take your hands behind your head. Curl up off the roller. And down. Curl up. We'll do 3 more. And rest for a moment. Bring the arms down. back to the lower body. We're going to lift one foot off, place it down, lift the other foot, and place it down. We're going to go slow so that we have control over it. So that those abdominals have a chance to activate. What else in your body is trying to control it? Is anything else gripping? The leg doesn't have to come to any position, but really wanting to focus on those abdominals. One more, right? One more left. Relax for a moment. Take the arms to the ceiling. Reach one arm back and one arm forward. Meet in the center over the shoulders and then switch. It's simple movement, but really be specific with it and clean with it. Try not to let the body roll side to side, even slightly. Just keep that core active. Do one more each pair. And then all the way down. In the least disruptive way, you're going to just shift off to the side, roll that roller away from you, and come back to your back. And then enjoy that feeling like you're just falling into the couch cushion. Legs can be wherever they want to be. Finish up today with our hundreds. Take your legs where you want them. Knees can be bent with the feet down. Legs can be in tabletop, or you can have the legs in the air. Arms are hovering off the mat, hip height. Curl the head and the shoulders up. Pump those arms and breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. Keep going. This is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Try to rest, everyone. We're going to leave it at that for today. A nice gentle stretching, rolling, a little bit of abdominal work, and lengthening of the spine. Actually, I lied. Let's just do a little side stretch. Let's get into the side. Other side. One more time. Alright guys, now we'll leave it at that. If you want to do anything else on your own, feel free. I hope that was rejuvenating and feels good in the body, and I will see you next time.